Hello, here we are on Super Bowl Sunday 2022. As I wait for the game to begin, I thought I would share some thoughts on my just received, factory reconditioned Bosch 12-volt lithium-ion reciprocating saw. I bought it on Amazon, and I also bought some blades for it because it's useless without blades. And as you can see, I also have the drill and the batteries. So I just bought the bare tool, and I paid about 75 bucks for it. That, to be honest, is not much less than a brand new tool, but I do like the idea of reusing something, and I thought I'd give the factory reconditioned tool a try. And what kind of condition is this factory reconditioned tool in? Well, it's clearly been used. As you can see, this handle has seen many hands on it. There is some distressing there, and there is also a burn mark or something on the other side. Not sure how that happened. But these are all cosmetic issues, and it's a tool. It doesn't need to be pretty, so I'm not bothered by that. And as far as construction, if you're familiar with the Bosch tools, you know they're well made. All this black is a rubberized material that will protect the saw if you drop it. This bracket here is made out of a heavy metal. The blade chuck is also well made, spring-loaded. You give it a quarter turn counterclockwise. You remove the blade, you insert the blade, then you just let it go. That locks the blade in. The blade is held securely in the tool. And this button right here is a trigger lock. If the button is pushed in from the left, it locks the trigger. Now, on many of the Bosch tools, that would be a forward and reverse switch. But this tool operates in forward and reverse all the time, so it doesn't need a forward and reverse switch. It's just a trigger lock. And now, when the tool was new, this probably had some indentation. That seems to have worn off, and it moves pretty freely now, which suggests that it might not stay in place as well as if it had some indentation, and that could be an issue. Now, this tool was factory reconditioned by Bosch, as you can see, which makes me happy. I tried to find out what's involved in a Bosch factory reconditioning, and all I could find was that a Bosch factory-trained technician inspects the tool, replaces whatever needs to be replaced, and I think they also re-lubricate the tool, because this tool does put out kind of a burning grease smell when it gets warmed up, and that's indicative of a new tool. That normally goes away in time as the grease burns off. And let's see. This tool also has a charge indicator light right here for the battery, and it has a little LED light that lights up your work area. I can't really put the battery in because that takes two hands, and I only have one right now. One thing I did notice is that the battery, the fit is a little bit tight in there, and I think that's because my batteries are pretty new. They haven't seen much use, and I think they will free up in time. I know people who have these tools who use them a lot more than I do, and the batteries do kind of free up, and that allows you to get them in and out much more easily. As far as Bosch, Bosch is a German company that has been in business for about 135 years, and they're a very well-respected company throughout the world. Although they don't have a huge presence in America, they've kind of ceded the market, I think, to DeWalt and Milwaukee. They do make a very good product. I know guys who work in construction, and they swear by Bosch tools. They tell me they're the best tools money can buy, won't use anything else. So I think they are probably a very good tool. Now, you might have noticed that this blade appears to be in the saw upside down, and I think it is. I put it in that way by accident, but I think you can use it that way if you want to cut in an upward direction. That allows you to cut upward while holding the saw in its normal orientation, and I think that's a pretty cool feature, and I can't wait to try it out. Now the tool takes the same 12-volt stick batteries as all of the other 12-volt tools. They're 12-volt max batteries. They operate nominally at 10.8 volts, and this particular battery is a 2 amp hour battery, giving 21.6 watt hours of energy to full depletion. That's basically a measure of how much work you can get done on one charge of the battery. And that, again, as I said, that's to full depletion, and that's not really something you want to do with a lithium-ion battery. You really don't want to deplete a lithium-ion battery below 20%, so that would give you about 16 watt hours of energy down to 20%, and that's not a huge amount of energy. This is not a tool that's designed to be used all day. It's a tool that's designed for smaller jobs, and I think if you're looking for a tool to do small jobs with, it would be a good choice. Buying the factory reconditioned unit kind of allows you to get a Bosch tool for the price of, say, a Black & Decker tool, and so I think that's a pretty good idea. I can't wait to try this tool, and I will definitely post another video when I do. And so until then, enjoy.